In 1906, in a sticky black pool beneath Los Angeles, a skull came up that did not match the catalog. Heavier than any modern African lion, 25% larger, the canines fit a hand. Joseph Leidy had named the species 50 years earlier from a single Mississippi tooth, and even he did not see this coming. Panthera atrox, North America's forgotten king, and its story begins on the wrong continent entirely. To find where this animal began, you have to leave America entirely. 340,000 years ago, on the cold steppes of Eurasia, a different cat already ruled, Panthera spelaea, the cave lion. Its bones turn up in caves from Spain to Yakutia. Its body is painted on Chauvet's walls. You have probably been shown those paintings as art. They are also data. From France to Siberia, the cave lions look almost identical. That uniformity is the clue. This was a population locked together by ice, and the ice was about to break it apart. Life on the mammoth steppe was not for the soft-pawed. This was a grassland that wrapped the top of the world, from the southern England across Siberia, through Beringia, into the Yukon, a continuous corridor of cold grass, frozen rivers, and herds that moved in the millions. Bison, horses, reindeer, mammoth calves when the snow got deep. Cave lions hunted in prides, every modern lion behavior written into bone tens of thousands of years before any human painted them. Your house cat still uses the same shoulder rotation to pin a mouse. Now picture that musculature on something that could drag a horse off its feet. And then, around 340,000 years ago, the ice opened the corridor. Beringia was not an empty bridge. It was its own world, 1,000 miles wide, dry, treeless, packed with grazers, bigger than the entire state of Texas, and walked by lions for thousands of generations. A small population kept moving south. Once they cleared the ice sheets, they entered a continent no Panthera had ever set foot on, and they were never going home. The glaciers closed behind them. The genetic door slammed shut. In 2016, ancient DNA work led by Ross Barnett, then at the University of Copenhagen, confirmed it. This American population had stopped exchanging genes with Eurasian cave lions. They were diverging. And whatever they had been on the steppe, they were about to become something else entirely. The new continent already had landlords, and they did not share. Smilodon fatalis hunted the same forests, anchoring 6-inch canines into the throats of bison. Inokion dirus moved in coordinated packs across open ground. Arctodus simus, the short-faced bear, could chase down anything alive on the Pleistocene plains, and probably did. If you had stood in California 60,000 years ago, you would be the slowest mammal in any direction you turned. Most documentaries treat this as one ecosystem with too many predators. I think this was missing what was happening. This was not a balanced food web. This was a bottleneck. Every newcomer had to find a job no one else was already doing, or starve into nothing. What the American lion did with that bottleneck was simple and brutal. It got bigger. Boons from Brea, natural trap cave in Wyoming, and the Talara tar seeps in Peru tell a consistent story. Skulls approach half a meter. Body mass climbs past 250 kilograms. Figures that paleontologist Asier Larramendi has placed 20 to 25% above the largest African lion alive today. Picture an African lion, now scale it up by a quarter. That is the conservative estimate. High-end specimens may have crossed 300 kilos. And there is one detail in those skulls almost no one mentions on camera. A detail that quietly explains why this cat pushed every other predator aside. Skull width, jaw mechanics, reach. The canine teeth pulled from the same Brea pools that gave us the species show a bite geometry built for big prey, not surgical like the saber-tooth, crushing. Alaska to Peru, Florida to the Yukon, Panthera atrox occupied a range no living lion has ever come close to. Specimens are pulled out of frozen Yukon mud and out of asphalt under a Los Angeles freeway in the same week of fieldwork. By 30,000 years ago, this was the apex of the New World. And then, between 15 and 11,000 years ago, the megafauna began disappearing. The bison herds thinned, the horses vanished entirely from North America. The mammoths went last. A lion built for 200-kilo prey cannot live on rabbits. The math does not work. By 11,000 years ago, Panthera atrox was gone. Which brings us back to that 1906 pit. The asphalt that preserved them was also the trap. Bison got stuck. Lions came for the bison. Lions got stuck. Predator on predator, layered in tar, a monument, accidentally, to the moment a kingdom ate itself empty. Every excavation rewrites a chapter we thought was closed. Join million-year journey as we uncover the next revelation. 2 new stories every week, pulled out of the rock and the dark, told the way they deserve to be told. Across 340,000 years, from a Eurasian lion king to a ruler of the New World, the largest lion to ever live, crossed ice ages, crossed continents, and disappeared with the herds it couldn't survive without.